What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. The other day I released the last room tour that we're ever gonna have in this house here, and I kind of dropped a little bomb at the end of the video about selling the Berserk statue collection. So I kind of thought I owed it to you guys to give a video with my explanation, and not only will it be maybe entertaining, but maybe it'll give you insight to my thought process, maybe help you as a collector, you know, or maybe just something for you to watch while you're eating lunch or whatever. So anyway, gonna talk about why I decided to sell that. So I guess I should start by saying I started to pick up the Berserk statues once I got into the manga. Dark Horse started publishing the deluxe editions. Immediately fell in love with the whole world, the characters, the story. It's gotta be the biggest thing that I became a fan of, like, most recently. Like, I had never gotten into Berserk until those deluxe editions, and it was the statues, having seen them before, that got me interested in reading it in the first place. So it's funny how it went full circle. The statues made me read it, loved the story, started picking up the statues. We ended up deciding to move to a new home, which I mentioned in that room tour video. That's why we're moving. Really because we outgrew this house, we ran out of space. This is our full-time thing. The collection is, you know, growing. It's enormous. The Berserk collection was a huge part of that, and they had their own dedicated module cases downstairs. So when we decided to move, it's a house with a basement, and I decided that I'm not going to do the module case. I'm not going to have the IKEA Calyx and the PAX units. I want to go full custom. I want it to be a step up from what I had here. In doing that, I said, okay, in that case, I'll sell the module cases. I mean, that's not like these cheap kind of IKEA things that I'll probably just give away or throw away. Like, the module cases are dope. So I sold the module cases to another YouTuber, and they're gonna have a video, if not already up, showing their new setup with them. I packaged them up, shipped them out. That was a whole thing in itself. And I packed up the Berserk statues. Now, here's a warning to anybody that's moving and packing up your collection. If you're anything like me, when you're packing up a statue, your brain's usually thinking, oh, we're selling this, right? It's like you're trained to think that. But I'm packing them up, I'm putting them to the side. I don't know, the thought just kind of came in my head. Hey, what if the new house is just a 100% comic book display? It's all comic omnibus everywhere and statues, and the theme is more comic booky, because honestly, this Berserk display is going to take up a lot of space. I mean, how many pieces did they have? They had the 5 God Hand, which includes Femto. Ubik is small. Then they had Griffith and Zod. Then they had 2 versions of Guts, not even counting the Nightmare versions. I didn't have those. Casca, Isidro, and I think that's all that I had. I didn't end up getting Skull Knight or moving forward. So I mean, it's a lot of pieces, and I'm like, how much of this display, or how much of this basement do I want to be a Berserk display? So all I really did was mention it to one person, maybe 2. Hey, I'm considering selling them, and I had a bunch of people hitting me up, making me great offers. So as you guys know, my motto is always let the hobby fund itself, right? So I'm getting good offers, getting a good ROI on pretty much every piece that I have, which is return on investment, right? So I ended up making a couple of exchanges and taking that money and putting it into where I really want to go with the collection, which is more 1/3 scale pieces, more comic book pieces. I ended up pre-ordering a bunch of statues. I hinted at that in a previous video. You guys have seen me do a lot more statue unboxings recently with, like, the Batman Hush, Nightwing Hush, and I have a bunch more coming in, y'all. Poison Ivy Hush, Dead Man, Swamp Thing, Batman Who Laughs, Prime 1. So, like, I've been putting that money into the collection that I wanted, you know, that I want to build now. So I'm still gonna have quarter scale pieces, still gonna have life-size busts, and the most important thing, still gonna have some Berserk pieces, because another one of the reasons that I really wanted to sell it is that Prime 1 has been releasing a lot more Guts statues, right? I already have the 2, I don't even know what it's called, Unleashed, Raged. It's the new Guts quarter scale pieces that are coming out. I have both on pre-order, and I had 2 Guts already, and I had the 1/3 scale. So I'm like, how many Guts do I need, you know? So I figured, hey, if I sell this collection, I'll still get the new Guts in there, and then I could still get the new 1/3 scale Berserker armor, which actually might blend in with like a miscellaneous 1/3 scale display that I might do there. They have other stuff, man. The Guts vs. Zod diorama. They have the new Guts and Griffith, that more artistic take. So I kind of looked at it like, you know what? Let's take this piece of the collection, turn it into something new, and new Berserk stuff will come in. Maybe we'll review Berserk stuff from another company. The Ganishka one looks amazing. I think it's by, is it Oni Studios or something like that? So that was kind of like all those things. I was like, hey, and less to move. It's a bunch of less statues that we have to move, even though I ended up buying more statues, so it didn't really work out for that. But, you know, it just looked like a win-win-win. I did love the statues, but honestly, I've had them for a long time. Maybe the oldest in the collection right now. And, you know, it was time to pass them on to somebody else and let them enjoy it, and made a few people very happy that have been looking for Zod, have been looking for Femto for a long time. So I actually still only have 2 pieces left. I have Griffith, the exclusive, which doesn't have the helmeted portrait, but it does have the bellet. And I have the Beast of Casca's Dream exclusive, which has, I guess, 3 heads or whatever. So if anyone's interested in those, I'll give you a great deal on them. Email me, GemMintC@gmail.com. I'll do, you know, below retail, or for Beast of Casca's Dream, cheaper than you can get it somewhere else. Those are my reasons. Man, hope you guys enjoy what I do with the collection moving forward, and you know, still stick around. Still gonna review Berserk mangas as they come out. Still gonna get in new Berserk statues. So if you came here only for that, don't worry, it's still gonna be here. Man, thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.